Hello guys, today I'm going to speak about how you can integrate OpenAI ChatGPT into a Symfony project. I will go step by step. I will show you all you need to set up or to connect your ChatGPT API to your website using Symfony framework. Here we go. Now I am in my current working directory in the directory called Symfony ChatGPT. Here we have a basic Symfony project with all the folders. Usually I use Docker in my development environment. So here I am using Docker for the web. I have a web container with the Nginx and PHP container with PHP version 8.1.2, and they have a simple database with MariaDB. Okay, so I am also using here a Docker file where I am installing the common extension that needed to run a simple PHP application. I have also Composer and Symfony CLI, and that's it. So I will also put the link of this code in the description so you can also download it and follow with me together. Okay, so I will start. First I will build the PHP image. So the command for that is docker compose build. Okay, so this will build the PHP image, but I have already built my PHP image because it take a lot of time, and I don't want to waste your time. So first you have to run this command. After this command you have to run the containers. So docker compose up, and I want to run the containers in the background. Okay, so here we go. Now my containers are starting. Okay, so I will just close those tabs here. Okay, so let me go to the browser and go to the localhost because I am running Nginx on the port 80. Okay, good. So here we go. This is the homepage, the default homepage of the Symfony, and I am using Symfony version 6.2.7. So let's change this page and make a new controller that we can call it home. So we will put our custom logic there. So first of all, let me go inside the PHP container by running the command docker exec -it php container bash. There we go. So now I can create a new controller by running the command symfony cancel make controller, and I will call my controller home, so it's for home. Okay, now the controller is created, so I will just here do a declare strict tips. Okay, here our friend copilot help us a little bit with the code. I will just rename them the route just home, and I will use the method get, the get methods. I will remove this variable here, and I will go to the home page to remove this stuff here. Okay, let me refresh the page. Here we go. Now we have our very beautiful white page. So first of all, let me make a form. So I will create a form that I will call it chat. So there is no, I will not associate it to any class. So the form where we can add just one field that I will call it prompt, and it's of type text type. You have to import your class, and it's from the form extension core. Here I will, for the label, I will just say ask chat GPT chat GPT GPT-3, and here we have the placeholder, enter a prompt. Here we go. Now we have our form. I will just here declare the strict tips. Okay, nice. So I am creating this form so I can handle it here in the home route, and also I will inject the request object from Symfony, and I will here create the form. So this create form that we will call it chat type. Okay, cool. Okay, chat type class, here we go. Then I will handle the form, so I will handle the request. Actually, I will handle the request that comes from the route here, and I will say if the form is submitted and it's valid, I will just dump and die the form data. No, so form get data. Okay, so also don't forget to add here a post endpoint because we need it. Let me just create it in uppercase. Here we go. Now we have this route method, this home method that will handle the form for us. So let me go to the page, refresh the page. We have nothing, but we have also nothing wrong. So I will go here and I will display here the form. First of all, I will start the form by form start the form. I will also so all this stuff you can find it in the Symfony documentation. So I will also add a button so we can submit the question, but I need to pass to the twig the form variable so it will knows what is the form. Okay, here we go. Now we have a very beautiful form, but the style is a little bit ugly, so let me just use the Pico CSS library, because it's a lightweight library and it can be used very simple just by copy the CDN. So I will just copy this link and I will put it in my base.html.twig file, I think here. So just with that I can have here a very beautiful form. Okay, so what I need here, I will just ask this ChatGPT a question and I will expect to get the answer. So for the moment, the question that I am asked, what is the capital of France, and it's inside the variable prompt. Okay, so I will handle this data. First of all, I have the prompt. Okay, the prompt equal form get prompt get data, and I have so now we have the prompt, and I will pass this prompt and get the answer from ChatGPT. So like that. So answer, I will create a new variable called answer, and this answer just let me so this answer I will create a service that when I will call the ChatGPT, and they will call the service. So first of all, let me just comment this and create first of all the service where I will call the ChatGPT. So first, let me create a new folder called service. Inside this service, create a file that called ChatGPT. I will call it client. So it will call the ChatGPT API. I will just start the PHP tag, declare the strict types, add the namespace, so it's app service, create the class, so the class called ChatGPT client, and I will create a new, I will remove this. Okay, I will just close this bracket and this other bracket. Here we go. So here I am creating a new class called ChatGPT client, where I have a method that called getAnswer that take the prompt, the question, and return the answer. Okay, and return the answer. So for the moment I will just return an empty string, and inside the controller I will inject the ChatGPT service client, then I will get the request. So here I will just import the ChatGPT client, and here I will say the answer equal. So ChatGPT client get answer from the prompt, and I will pass here the answer as always. Enter. So answer, and it's the answer, and it is the answer variable. The answer variable, I don't want this null, and I will by default in the get request the answer will be an empty string, and if the form is submitted and it's valid, the answer will be the answer got from the ChatGPT API. So let me go to the home, to the here to my index.html file, and I will say if the answer, I am always typing answer wrong, if answer is not empty, so empty, if it's not empty I will display the answer here. Okay, that's good. I will just, so that's all what I need. So let me just refresh the page. Okay, I have nothing wrong here. What is the capital of France? There's no answer because the answer is empty for the moment. So now what we need is just implement this get answer function. So what I need the HTTP client interface to make request to the API. So I will create a new constructor, and inside this constructor I will inject the HTTP contract Symfony client. So HTTP, so I will make it accessible, HTTP client interface, and I will call it HTTP. Okay, here we go. Here I will make a post request so I can get the answer. So I will say, I will create a new variable called response that will contain the response. So HTTP client calendar request. Here I will do a post request according to the documentation. I will also put the API, the ChatGPT API documentation in the link in the description. So here method will be post method. Then I need the URL. So here ChatGPT API URL. I'm sorry. And here I will put some options. I will do this, so this will be good. So here we need this ChatGPT API URL. Also here we need some options. First of all, we need a header. When I will put the authorization header, so I need here authorization, and we need this ChatGPT API key. Okay, I will just use concatenation instead of this. Okay, I will use here a bracket around this variable. Okay, this look a little bit nicer. And here inside the JSON key I will post some options here. Okay, so I will just see what ChatGPT says to me. So I will remove this, it's not needed. The max token, okay, I want around 100 letter. Also here I will specify the model, and according to documentation, the model it's called text DaVinci 003. So I will use this method. I will use this model here. So cool. So what I need for the moment, the ChatGPT API URL and ChatGPT secret key that I will get from the environment variable. For that, I will just here inject the parameter bug interface, so where I can access the parameter from the service. So by this service I can access to the parameters from the services.yaml file. Okay, I will create here two variables, ChatGPT URL, where I will get ChatGPT API URL key from the environment variable. Also I want the key from the environment variables. So what I need now, just define those two variables inside the services.yaml file. So here I will define those variables. So let me just copy the name. So ChatGPT API URL, okay, ChatGPT API URL, and it will be here. I will get this from the .env file. So chat GPT API URL. Okay. Also I need the ChatGPT secret key. So I will just rename this ChatGPT API key. Okay, and here API key. Okay, so inside my .env file I will put here the .env file that it will be. So I will define it later. And also I want ChatGPT key. So I need those variables from the documentation. So open your favorite browser and just type OpenAI ChatGPT key. Go to this OpenAI. Just let me secret key, where I can find my keys. Go to this page, go to user setting, and here you can create a new secret key, copy it and paste it in your code. And just remember that this is a secret key, so you have to keep it in some place that is safe. I will put it here in my .env .local, so it will be specifically for my Git repository. It will be hidden from the Git repository, so that's good. Now I need the ChatGPT API URL. URL will be this: chatgpt/openai.com/vm/completions. So this is the URL. This is the secret key. We define the secret key here inside the services.yaml file. So what we need just here to get the response. So what I will say here, I will just say if the status code is okay, I will extract the content and I will return the first choice of ChatGPT. Else I will return an empty string. So here you can handle handle the error. You can do whatever you want. This is just a simple demo, so I don't want to give you so much details. Okay, so let me refresh my page here and see what I will got. What is the capital of France? Here we go. We got the answer here. The capital of France is Paris. I can also ask about the capital of Morocco. What is the capital of Morocco? Rabat. The answer is simply Rabat, and they will cite ChatGPT Thank you, and I will see what is the answer. You're welcome. Thank you so for watching.